ya? Welcome back to my channel for a more themed video. I did not know I was going to be filming this today, but I'm about to take off my perfectly fine face of makeup and redo my whole face of makeup because this all just arrived. Ooh, this is all from Kosas and I bought it all with my own money. I've never tried a single thing from this brand, but I've heard good things and I like how clean they are. They seem to be right up my alley, kind of like natural, dewy, glowy, not high maintenance. So we're gonna try a full face. This is completely unsponsored. Like I said, I bought this myself, so it's gonna be just my honest first impressions. Before we get into it, I'm just gonna read you off the products that will be in this video so that you can decide which part you wanna skip to or watch the whole thing. We have the Sun Show, which is a bronzer. We have the Cloud Set, which is setting powder. We have the SPF 25 foundation. I got a small one of the mascara to try because I'm picky on mascara and I don't think I will want a big one. Glow IV, this is basically their highlight, I believe. Oh, this is also a powder blush and highlighter duo. A plumping lip oil. They also sent me a sample, I think, of a lip thing. Weightless lip color. A brow pencil, or maybe it's a pen. No, it's a pencil. Brow gel, concealer, and the 10-second eyeshadow. This sounds like something I'd really like. So, I'm gonna go wash my face. We'll be right back. We're gonna try a whole face of this. Okay, I just took off my makeup. I thought I was putting my cleansing oil on my face and I freaking got hand soap in my eyes. So things are going well. First impression, I just unboxed everything and the packaging is so cute. I hear so many good things about this concealer, so I'm excited to try it. But also, less positive is I'm realizing how many powders there are, and I'm just really not a powder girl. In fact, I probably read as like greasy because I just love cream everything. I love dewy, dewy, dewy. So we'll see. My third and final, actually I have two more. Third disclaimer, I am not necessarily like a makeup-y girl. I'm very much like, I will do what works. And so, you know, might not be using the most proper techniques. And finally, if you are a frequent viewer of my channel, I am filming this before my surgery and I think this is coming out a bit after my surgery just because I don't know how recovery will be, so I'm batching. Well, in a turn of events, I am at the hospital. Those are all the things. We are going to start with Revealer. I got this in the shade Very Light Cool 120. I'm gonna start by just putting this on the back of my hand to get a feel for the consistency. I am a person that loves to use my fingers to apply. There we go. Just gonna do the old dot method all the way around the face. First impression is it's a little like thicker and more full coverage than I was expecting. I think this is gonna be either a brush or a beauty blender situation. Honestly, so far for the amount of coverage, it's not really getting flaky or like showing too much skin texture, which I'm impressed by. And I normally do more underneath, you know, I'll do like a glow screen, sunscreen situation, but I'm trying to keep this, I have nothing but a very, very, very light moisturizer on just so that we can get a really good feel for how these products do on their own. I have been looking for something that has a bit more coverage and I got the Rare Beauty Skin Tint and I think I actually like this more. Normally I get dryness up here and it's not looking too dry up there. Okay. I'm gonna keep you a little zoomed in for the concealer. Let's see if I have a shade on this. Uh-oh. 2.5C, light with cool peach undertones. Yet again, just took my best guess when I ordered these online. And I'm gonna do, oh, this is a little yellow for me, I think, but that's okay. I'm gonna do under the eyes. I always do on the tip of my nose. Under the nose. I'll do a bit on the chin. Gonna just beauty blender this out again. The coverage is yet again nice. It doesn't look like it's gonna get too cakey, which I do appreciate. It feels like a hydrating but kind of sticky concealer formula. I am seeing it a little bit kind of stick under my brows here, but also I could have just not done the best job of washing off my face between these makeup looks. All right. I know the proper thing to do is set with powder underneath your eyes. This is not a loose powder. I only ever really use a loose powder when I set my concealer. And the closest thing to a sponge that I have for something like this is my beauty blender. So I'm just gonna use the same beauty blender to press some powder into this concealer. I'm also gonna go ahead and just set the rest of my face while we're here. I normally don't really do this, but wow, I haven't seen myself with like an actual foundation look in a long time. I feel like the foundation is so my shade. So that kind of makes up for the rest of it. I think I'm gonna move on to brows next. I got a couple things for brows. I'm gonna start with doing the brow pencil, and then I'm gonna hopefully hold them into place with the brow gel. I do like how this has its own little spoolie. That's really nice. I got this in the shade medium brown. It is a very fine pencil, which I'm not used to using. So I'm gonna just try my best to do tiny little hair strokes. Oh, wow. That's definitely different than I'm used to. Kind of messy on my part, but that's the good thing about a spoolie is you can blend your work. Oh, wow. It looks way more noticeable in camera than in my mirror. Here is pencil, no pencil. It's a lot more precise than the brow pencil that I'm used to. So if you're really good, it's probably, you have more control, but it's not as user-friendly, if that makes sense. I'm getting nervous that the brow gel that I got is also colored. I probably should have got clear because this is quite pigmented, but I was just kind of curious what the color would look like. So I might be leaving here today with some dark brows. Overall, my opinions are, I feel like it works well. I think I'm just not used to it. So mixed review, but I'm gonna go ahead and try to set my brows with, this is the Air Brow, and I'm a little confused because if you look really closely, there's like sparkles in the formula. Maybe it's the packaging, but it almost looks like there's a bit of shimmer, and I don't think I want shimmery brows. Soft brown is the color that I got this one in. I'm nervous about this. I feel like this is where things could get really weird. Oh yeah, she's got pigment for sure. I'm afraid of doing too much, but I do want my brows held in place. Okay. I'm not gonna make any judgments on this until I finish the rest of the makeup look. I'm just not used to seeing myself with this dark of brow, and so it's really thrown me for a loop. This probably has a good amount of pigment on its own, but maybe not the amount of hold that I look for. I look for like laminated, like glued, and I'm really picky about brow products, so there's not many that I feel like does that for me. But on days that I'm quickly just trying to darken my brow a bit, I do think that like having a colored gel would be nice instead of filling them in with a pencil. I think I'm gonna move on to eyes before I do the rest of skin and lip. I know the professional people start with eyes, but the good thing about today's eye look is there's no powder involved, so I don't have to worry about any sort of fallout. I'm just gonna curl my lashes real quick. I am hopeful and excited for this. This is the color Blaze. Oh no, I'm really bad at opening little tubes. She says, I'm really excited for this, and then she can't get into it. Okay, I'm gonna apply this just directly to my lid and then smudge it out with my finger and see how this looks. Ooh, I think I'm gonna be really into this. It is not as dark as I was expecting, but it might be a little buildable. Let's see. And I'm interested to see, as we finish the face, if this creases at all on my lid. So far, Kosas, I'm impressed. I am impressed. But I'm ready to be let down because I'm so picky about mascara. I swear, my holy grail is this, the one from Merit. And ever since I found this, I'm just displeased with everything. So this one's gonna have a tough time winning me over, but I will give it a fair shot. Okay, first look. This formula looks pretty dry and clumpy. Can you see how it's kind of caked into the bristles? I normally like to like slowly kind of twist, coat, and wiggle. Ooh. Ooh, I already hate this. That is very just clumpy dry. Oh gosh. No, that's bad. Can you amuse me for a sec? And I'm gonna show you on the other eye the difference so that you can have a side-by-side between a mascara that I like versus this. This side is Merit, this side is Kosas. You see how this side there's very few clumps. They're lifted. This side is just, I didn't even try as long on it because I didn't want to make it worse. It's just like flaky, clumpy compared to this. That's another interesting thing is how the Kosas one is a lot more wet than the Merit one. I'm touching my eyelashes the same amount. That's just interesting to me. I don't know what that means, but maybe makeup people can tell me what that means. I'm gonna move on to blush. This is the color Papaya 1972, Color and Light. I wonder if it's the same shade colored and lighter. The thing is, I literally never use powder blushes, and so I'm not really equipped for brushes. I'm wondering which out of my very limited brushes would actually not be a sin. I'm gonna go with this, which is just, I use this as a blending brush for my cream bronzer normally. So, oh wow. This did say high pigment, and I didn't, ooh, oh no. This is so much more pigment than it looks. I'm gonna handy dandy beauty blender and try my best to blend that out. Oh, okay. I gotta say, I really didn't think I would like a blush powder, but this is really quite pretty. It feels something about seeing myself with like, it's probably my hair being pulled back, a deeper brow and a more coveragey kind of look feels a little Parisian to me, which I'm very into anything that feels Parisian. So I don't know why I associate that. I don't want to get more blush on me, so I'm gonna now use the foundation brush. I'm sorry. At least you know this is like a real girl review, not like, it's probably better to have someone that's really smart about it, but I'm going to go ahead and use this Sun Show Waves with this brush, and I'm gonna just do how I normally do my cream bronzer, which is cheekbones, a little down the nose, and a little around the forehead, and we'll see how this goes. It's kind of just going right over the blush, so we'll get to see a better feel for the color probably on the forehead. I feel like the blush is just so different from what I already have, and this is just like a harder to use version of what I already have. But I do think maybe if I got a more proper brush setup, I would feel more confident in using it. But I'm not gonna lie, like I like the way my skin looks right now. Let's see, do we go ahead and do the highlighter now? They just sent me a little sample because I added it on as like a little freebie, but this is the vitamin infused skin enhancer, and it says you can either use it as like a highlighter or mix it into your skincare before applying your makeup for like an all over kind of glow. But I love a dewy glowy highlightery type of moment. So I'm going to try just using my fingers. We're back to cream products, we're back to my wheelhouse, and just kind of applying some to my cheekbone and seeing how this blends out. It's not as highlighty as I would expect. To me, it almost has kind of like a very light concealer feel to it, which is interesting. I mean, yeah, there's some dew there. There's a little bit of highlighty shine. I don't think I like it as much as some of the other highlighters that I have, like the Glossier one and the Merit one, but it's fun to try, and I would be interested to try it as a full base underneath my makeup for a more dewy look. And are we already at lip? This is what I'm the most excited for, this wet lip oil, but this was another little add-on sample that they sent, so I'm gonna try this. This is Rose Water. I never wear a lipstick. I feel like it's just too high maintenance, and I love a glossy look, but we're gonna try it. Maybe this is gonna enhance the Parisian vibes that I'm feeling. It's actually pretty cute, not gonna lie. But it is hydrating, which something that I don't normally like about lipsticks is how dry it feels on your lips. And this doesn't feel dry at all. Like I don't think I would feel too irritated wearing this all day. I'd be interested to see how long it lasts. But I'm going to go wipe this off because the thing that I'm so excited for is the lip oil, which I got in the color Unbuttoned. And like I said, it claims to be somehow plumping, and I don't know how, so I'm interested to see if there's a tingle or not. But here's a look with the lipstick. Okay, I had to fight pretty hard to get off that lipstick, which was a great sign. I think that means it will last a long time. Probably through at least dinner, you know? But I'm a gloss girl through and through, lip oil, gloss, all of the sort. So let's see how this color looks. Ooh, I like it. Okay. So I keep looking in the viewfinder to see how different it looks from your point of view versus my mirror. Because sometimes cameras can like alter colors, but I think that the color of the lip is reading pretty accurate on camera. Overall, I am really impressed. Let me rank my favorites. I think that this is the winner. I really think that the foundation I'm just impressed by because I am pretty picky. It's dewy, it's not caking, but it's like quite a bit of coverage. I really like this concealer. I want to go get shade matched to see how I feel. And the shadow I also really like. The blush I'm surprised by. This one surprised me the most. I actually really like the way that it looks. I will get a proper blush brush, and the lip oil I like as well. The things that I'm just like, meh, could take it or leave it is the brow gel, the powder, and the lipstick, only because I don't really use lipsticks very often. And the things that I'm like, probably not as much is the highlight, the brow pencil, only because I'm used to my own, and definitely not the mascara. Setting powder goes into the meh, I'm impartial category. This was a lot of fun. I just like doing fun, lighthearted things that we could just play around, you know what I mean? And this was a really great, fun, easy way for me to prep to take time off for the surgery. So thank you for being here and supporting me while I take time off to recover. I will link all of these things down below. I don't know if I'm able to get affiliate commission on any of these, but I'm gonna try to. So usually whenever people affiliate link things, they get a little bit of commission. It helps to support their channel. Like I said, I didn't look into that before filming this video, but I bet I can find it, at least through, I think Sephora sells it. So I will link all these things, and I'll also type out the shades in which I bought all of these things. But if there's any other brands you would like for me to review, whether it's clothing or makeup or skincare, I just like reviewing things. I like to give my thoughts. It's a lot of fun for me. So let me know in the comments down below, and maybe I'll do some more of these in the future. But thanks for being here. I hope you have the best rest of your day, and I will see you in a video very soon.
So let's take all night, all night, all night, all night, all night. If we're looking for each other, then